Hello and welcome back. All right, so in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to control your local adjustment layers so you can apply them to other specific layers and not all layers. So let me show you what I mean by that. What we're going to do is create a collage. I'm going to have one image in color and the other in black and white, and I'm going to apply that black and white edit via a layer adjustment layer. And I'm going to control that layer so that it's only on one image and not both. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this layer with Command or Control and the letter J. Let's go ahead and resize this layer now with Command or Control and the letter T. And that gives us our free transform tool. And then I can resize it. But the only problem is the image is being distorted based on how I'm resizing it. So if I want to keep the same aspect ratio as I resize, I need to hold down my Shift key, and then it will keep the aspect ratio of the original image intact, and then I can resize it as needed. Then we just click Return or Enter to commit to that size. Okay, so let's go ahead and select our Move tool now, which is the letter V, and then we can click and drag that layer into place. Just for fun, let's go ahead and add a layer style to this layer. What we're going to do is double click on layer 1. We're going to add a stroke. Let's do 5 pixels. Then I'm going to select white. So if you want to follow along and practice what you're learning here, you can grab this image or any image either in the course or your own images. This is just for demonstration purposes, so you can work on any image to practice what you're learning in this lesson. So once you have your layer style, maybe you want to add a drop shadow as well. You can do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and click OK. The next step is to add a new adjustment layer. We're going to select black and white. And the problem is the edit is being applied to every layer below it because of the stacking order. So this adjustment layer is above the others, and we can change this background image to black and white and keep this one in color by changing the stacking order by clicking and dragging that layer down below the other one. Now we have our adjustment being applied just to the background layer. But what if we want the background layer in color and this new layer in black and white? This is how you would do it. So let's put our adjustment layer back to the top. There's a couple ways of doing it actually. We can either come into the properties box for that particular adjustment layer and click on this icon. And what it's going to do is it's going to clip to the layer below it, and then that adjustment will only be applied to that layer. Or you can right click on this layer and select Create Clipping Mask, and that's going to do the same thing. So once you do that, you can now see that the smaller image is in black and white, bigger image is in color. So let's take a look at our layer right here. We have a little arrow right here. So when you see that, that lets you know that this layer is being clipped to the layer below it. So that's another way to control your adjustment layers to apply them exactly to the layers that you want. In the next lesson, I'm going to share with you another tip and technique, and you're going to learn how to share your new adjustment edits with other files.